What's going on, everyone? Angelo here. So it's been 1,000 miles driven now on my Tesla Model 3. Actually, it's been 1,200 miles now. And I picked up a Model 3 Performance towards the end of, I believe, December. So I've driven it about over 1,000 miles in the past month now, and it's kind of crazy how much I've driven. Actually, it's been probably 3 weeks. Crazy. So 300 miles a week. I know. A lot of driving. So today's video is basically just going to be me giving my opinion on the 1,000 mile mark that I hit. Granted, won't have a lot of cool footage, a lot of B-roll, any of that. It's just going to be really me talking throughout the whole duration of the video. So if you like that, stay tuned. If you don't like it, kind of just hop off and check out the other videos on the channel. But so to walk you through, I bought a Tesla Model 3 Performance from Tesla, my local Tesla shop. It was pretty cool. I really was in the market for a new car. Wanted to drive something electric because that's where I felt the world was going. So I jumped on a Model 3. Wanted a kind of a 4-door car, nothing big like an SUV. I saw the all red Performance Model 3 with the white interior, kind of like what they have on the website right now. And I was like, you know what? Let's jump in. So super quick, super easy. Going for the Performance. They had the $1,500 clean California clean fuel rebate. The range EPA was 315 with 162 miles per hour top speed, 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Went with the all red outside of the car, and then the white interior. So yes, I went with basically the car that Tesla was showing, or the showcase car for Tesla. Yeah, and I was pretty excited. I was like, you know what? When am I ever gonna get a red car? I've always went with kind of the basic colors like black, white. Always been too scared to go red, but I thought this car color was beautiful, so I went with that car color. Lo and behold, I did not know I would be driving 1,000 miles so quickly. So what have I kind of noticed so far? So I've driven Standard Range Plus, and the one thing I've noticed with that was that the interior wasn't that premium interior, but when I jumped over to the performance side of things, that interior became premium. It had the premium audio, 14 speakers, 1 subwoofer, 2 amps immersive sound. I had free premium connectivity for a year, a 12-way power front and rear heated seats. I'm pretty sure everything has that. All the cars got that. Got some LED fog lights. That wasn't included in Standard Range Plus. You have those in front of your car, but you basically can't even turn it on unless you're in that Performance or Long Range Plus. Came with free floor mats, which were really just kind of carpet floor mats. Kind of disappointing, but hey, what can you do? And the steering, they had some auto dimming lights on the headlights. So. Or on the on that, not the headlights, but the rear view mirrors, which was kind of cool. Another thing I noticed too about this Standard Range Plus was that I got the 2021 version. So the cool part about it was that it was chromed out, de-chromed I meant. So that chrome previously on those Model 3s, they basically removed all the chrome, which is really cool. I enjoyed that. So had that added to the car. It had that new kind of wireless charging. I thought that was cool. I actually liked the previous version where it had that glossy center console because it made the Model 3 not really look like a normal car. But people changed it up. What can you do? It's still a great car. So yeah. So one of the big things I've noticed about the car was that if you don't purchase the full self-driving, you still get autopilot, which enables you to kind of steer in between the lanes when you're driving, which is great. Autopilot basically, I think the only feature that you really wish you had from FSD, full self-driving, would be the auto lane change or the navigate on autopilot, where you can go from on to off ramp. Those are pretty cool because honestly, auto park, summon, and traffic light stoplight control are in beta and they don't really work too well. Auto park, it's really hard to get that auto park notification on the car to get to auto park. It never really happens, very rare. Summon, extremely buggy. You can't really summon the vehicle that well. I've done it before, and it just sometimes if the parking lot isn't recognized, the car won't summon. And traffic light, traffic stop control, it's just kind of a hassle. Always having to confirm that, oh, let's go through this light because it's green. Oh, let's stop at this light because it's red. That's something I really didn't really miss too much. But auto lane change, auto lane change, navigating autopilot, only things I really would enjoy about it. So kind of not really too bummed out about not getting the FSD. Keep it real with you guys. One of the big things I've also noticed, that this being kind of my first electric car, is that 310 or 315 total range, your best bet is to multiply it by 0.7, and that's your true range. So you really get around 220 miles of driving on that car, to be honest with you, as opposed to something like a electric car or like a gas car. If you drive it and you have 400 miles of range, you're getting that 400 miles of range. Kind of unfortunate, right? You're paying so much, you can't really drive that far, so you always gotta charge it. That's the one thing I've kind of noticed. But let's be honest, Tesla is a brand new kind of startup. They're still very young as a company, so maybe later down the road the battery technology improves, you actually get 500 miles of range, and that will get you 350 miles of actual driving. That would be awesome. But so far they don't have a car with 500 miles of range, but I think one day they will get there. So hey, what can you do? That's one of my biggest gripes about the car, is that a lot of times for road trips you can't really go too far without going to supercharger. Yeah, it's great, but sometimes you just want to get to the place already. Also, I had a buffer of about a week or so of not having a charger within the house, like a home charger, and it kind of became a hassle for me always going to the supercharge to charge. Once I got that home charger, it was a lot better. I'm able to charge around 25 miles an hour with my supercharge or my charger at home, which is pretty solid. If I go to normal outlet, that's 4 miles an hour, and it gets me 40 miles of range within like 10 hours. So like going to bed, waking up the next day, grabbing breakfast, all that 9 yards. So charging has been interesting. Definitely recommend you buying a home charger, or at least having your car able to plug into a normal outlet before you drive the car every night. That way you can actually, have some way of getting your car charged and getting your car basically able to go wherever you need the next day and not having to worry about the charge. So yeah, that's one thing I worried about the car. Autopilot has made the trips amazing. Basically going from like one city 200 miles away, just putting the autopilot on, having the car steer for you, is awesome. Performance, the 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, is something I've never experienced. I've never really owned a supercar. I've driven like an Accord most of my life, so accelerating has never been something I've been used to, but having it with this Tesla is so fun. So that really doesn't get old. You gotta keep in mind, acceleration does go down. It doesn't go as fast, especially when the car is not as charged. So if you hit that 0 to 60 and you have 300 miles of range still, the car's gonna go really fast. You hit that 0 to 60 and you only have 50 miles of range left, you're not gonna go that fast. So the power and energy of the car does decrease as you use up the battery. That's one gripe I have, but hey, you can't have everything, right? Other than that, the stuff I love about the car is the sound system. Audio is amazing. This car sounds great. I don't know what they use, but pairing your Spotify makes the car sound great. Features like the games, the UI, like the chess, all that good stuff that's with the Model 3 is great. Like, I enjoy it. I love the interface, like the amount of work that people at Tesla put in. You can't go wrong. You can't hate on it. So yeah. Another thing I love about the car is the red multi-coat paint. The paint seems a bit thicker. Could be wrong. But keep in mind, even though that multi-coat paint is multi-coated, I still get rock chips. I have a couple rock chips on the car already. But I think it's held up better than like the white paint that some of my buddies have gotten with their car, where they already have kind of some scuff marks on it. Do I recommend getting PPF? Probably not. Your car's a depreciating asset, and your best bet is to just let the rock chips happen. Yeah, it's a depreciating asset. It's a car. And if you really want to get things fixed, you can get that Tesla touch-up paint, or even get your car painted within the next like 2-3 years if you want to. So that's my opinion there on the paint. Came with Uber turbine wheels. I think the wheels look beautiful. Some people prefer the older performance wheels, but hey, I like the Uber turbine wheels. So yeah, that's another great thing about the car. It looks beautiful. The brake calipers are painted red, which makes it look different than most Teslas on the road. So yeah, it's pretty good. Overall, I really, really love and enjoy the car. It's super fun to drive. Would I go with the most premium model in the future if I do it again? I don't know. I think you can get a great deal on like Shift or Vroom for used Model 3, like a long range one for 2018, 2019. Like, it's still pretty fast. I think it's 4.4 seconds, but if you do a boost upgrade, you get it to down 3.7, which is still really quick. Your max range for those 2020 models is around like 310, 315, but for a fraction of the cost. So you're paying like around 36,000 for a long range, which is a really good deal. So yeah, I might have just gone for like a used long range if I could do it all over again. But I'm enjoying the Model 3. Enjoying making content with it, the performance one. And because it's a performance 2021 and it's red, not a lot of people have that color. So you do feel like you're kind of, you get kind of like one of the different colors of Teslas on the road. And when you make content, it's really fun to see a red car. This is my first red car. But yeah, really enjoyed it. One of the things I recommend too is when you get your Model 3 or your Tesla, tint the windows. It really looks good with the chrome delete, in my opinion, just because it blends in nicely. So yeah, right now it's been 1,000 miles with the car. I've gotten over 50,000 views for my channel, just because you guys are watching so much Tesla content, and I really appreciate it. I do have a referral link below, so if you guys want to get 1,000 free miles for your Tesla, I also get 1,000 free miles, supercharging miles, that is. Just click that link or your Tesla. You won't regret it. I really, really love and enjoy this car. So yeah, click that link below. Definitely press the like button and subscribe. I'll be producing more Tesla content. And I appreciate y'all. Have an amazing day. Catch you later, Jello family. And this is my 1,000 mile review of my Tesla Model 3.